What's going on, everybody? Hey, it's Jason, and today we're going to build a hitbox. So, without further ado, let's get started. We have some things pre-staged. My producer set this all out. Oh, wait. I don't have a producer. I mean, I set all this out. I wish I had a producer. Slackers, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. We're going to go ahead and get set up here, and let's go ahead and do this. There we go. Cool. Now everyone can see the work area and still see all of this. It's terrible, I know. I'm sorry. Give me a shout out in the chat. Let me know how audio is, and I'm over here monitoring chat. That's why I'm doing one of these. Okay. It sounds like probably everything's okay. I see all my levels going and all that good stuff. It's always set up the same way, but I never trust it. I don't know why, but you know, whatever. I apologize. This light is a little bit higher, so I get close and it gets like really washed out. It's all good. Okay, let's get started. I need some screwdrivers. I need some of these. I need this guy here. Probably want that guy. And this one too. It's a hitbox, so I don't need this. But I will need some nice zip ties. There we go. My $42 bag of zip ties that I picked up. Awesome. Oh, good. I'm glad it sounds good. All right. Hey, buddy. Come here. Do you want to say hi to everybody? You want to say hi to everybody? No? The new dog ran away. Come here, Ellie. Come here. She likes my wife better than me, and my wife doesn't want to keep her. It's funny how that works out. Okay, let's go ahead and get this thing unpacked and going here. Where's all my stuff? I'm like woefully unprepared, I think, today. I can't find my box cutter. I can't find anything. I guess we'll just hand open this. I apologize. Oh, that wasn't so bad. I guess it's now, we'll start our trash pile on the floor. Alright, let's go ahead and get this bad boy open. Ooh, so pretty. Alright, this is going to be a white hitbox build, and this is in one of our aluminum cases that only weighs a couple pounds. Let's see, is that in focus? It looks like it's not. There we go. Maybe it's just the light. That's all good. We actually don't need any of this stuff quite yet. I'll set this off to the side. Out of my way. Alright. This is going to have some printed Plexi, and this Plexi was actually designed by Rageous X. And by designed, I use that term loosely because you'll see why here in a minute. Let's go ahead and flip this thing over, and we're going to put one of our sweet die cut specific for the Panzer Fight Stick 3 bottom pads on it. Alright, so we'll just get this lined up like this. That looks pretty good. Cool. And just push that down, and we'll be good to go. Nice pressure sensitive adhesive, much better than all that stuff that you buy at Michael's or whatever, and you kind of jury rig into your fight stick builds. This is way, way better, way thicker, way nicer, higher quality material. So, cool. Alright, got that done. Let's go ahead and take this thing apart now, because, whoops, we're going to set this off the side to the side here. I love this electric screwdriver. Yeah, so it'll fit on the bottom of a TES. You may just have to cut it a little bit if you want one of these bottom pads. It's easy to cut with a box cutter, so it's not a huge deal. It's just not designed to just stick on to anything because of the shape. So Get one, hack it up. It's great. Cool. Alright, so now we've got the two halves separated. Easy day. We're going to go ahead and set this on the floor over here. Out of the way so no one steps on it, of course. Alright, now next thing we're going to do is I always like to install the front pieces first. I'm going to put a Pro cable on this, because of course I'm going to put a Pro cable on this. I got to fix this light. This is way too high. It's driving me crazy. Alright, I think that's better. Now it's not like shining right into my face, just on my hands. It's all good. I'm actually very much looking forward to when I move out of Japan. Not because I want to leave, but because I'll be able to spread out and have all this stuff kind of permanently mounted in a much better situation. I hit my head regularly on this light when I walk in and out of my office. Just because you have to kind of make do with what you have space-wise. And I am running a lot out of a very small space. So, alright, so let's get these plates out. Go ahead and loosen this nut here like this. Alright, I always like to get the little nub facing down, and then we'll just straighten this out and go ahead and tighten this down. It doesn't matter if these plates spin, you're going to adjust them before you go all the way tight anyways. So, just kind of like that. And what you can do is use these little screws. They're going to hold it into the case to kind of hold the plates lined up. Get that lined up the best you can with your fingers and tighten it down, like so. Make sure the split is somewhere on the metal, and it is. Alright. And then just continue to finger tighten that up. If you're really worried about it, there is a flat spot here that you can attach a wrench, like something like this, and then tighten from up here. I actually use this like this. It seems way overkill, but do that. Hold it in place. And then, if I knew where my needle nose were, I would use those. And what the hell? Can't find anything. I would use that and tighten it on the back, but usually finger tight's pretty good. What you really want to do is just make sure that that lock washer's mashed all the way down, and in this case it is, so you're good. Alright, so now we'll go ahead and just feed our gasket through like so. No, this is not all fight sticks. This is a Panzer fight stick. Those guys copied me. Plain and simple. They bought one of my cases under the guise of wanting to do business with me, then they stole my design, modified it, and then went into business on their own. I am done mincing words about those guys. Okay, so I managed to drop one of my little star washers on the ground. So that sucks. But fortunately I could just grab one out of the hardware pack that's included. In our kits. All right, and now we'll just tighten this all down. So we've been making fight sticks since 2012, and there's been a lot of iterations of the Panzer fight stick. This is the 3. This is the aluminum Hitbox. It features our trademark easy build system and all of our sweet additional parts. It will have a Brook Universal Fight Board in it when we're done, so I'm excited about that. Hey Dylan, welcome to the chat. I apologize that this whole thing with those guys is starting to grate on me, to be honest with you, and it's very frustrating when my work gets confused with theirs, and I think they intentionally did it. It's a very passionate thing that I do here, at least for me. So, yeah. Alright, now we'll go ahead and get our switches and our wiring set up. And we're going to need this guy here, and we're going to need our, where's that? I should just dump all these out, it'll be easier. Here we go, and our lock switch guy there. Okay, so what's the difference? So the aluminum is made out of aluminum. It weighs about 2.5 pounds, not populated. The other is made out of cold rolled steel, and it weighs about 8.5 pounds. So if you're traveling, and you don't have some sweet guns, I don't have sweet guns, then you probably want to go with an aluminum hitbox because it's lighter. If you like a more sturdy feeling case, not that the aluminum's not sturdy, that's not what I'm trying to imply, but you want something that's a little bit heavier. Like I like my stick to be a little bit heavier, that's why I make mine out of my steel. That's also why I wear this watch that's about 2.5 pounds itself. Then steel's the way to go. So they're both they both have their pros and their cons. You know, heavy, not heavy, light, not light. But in terms of the hitbox, they're basically identical. It's just the material is different. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and get these wires hooked up here. All right. Cool. That's done. And now we're going to go ahead and I always like to just set the board in place so I can always, I don't know why I never remember this. I build enough of these sticks just so I know which one goes where. So lock switch to the left, you'd think I'd remember that. And then the mode selector switch here on the right. All right, then we can set this off to the side. We don't need that anymore. All right, cool. And there you go, that's what the front looks like. I mean, we still have some buttons to put in and whatnot, so that's okay. Let's see, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our wires here and we're gonna push these up like so. And then we're gonna take these wires, and this is your L3, this is your touchpad, and this is your right 3. And I always switch these around and do this because I want my L3 on the left. I don't actually ever use those buttons, but it is what it is. Okay, and fortunately, I do have a sweet setup with Sanwa, which is great because I am an authorized retailer for their buttons, and I always have a bunch of them here in stock. So we'll grab our white ones here. This is going to be kind of like an angel stick. We're going to do everything in white. All right. And with the Hitbox, I always bias these pins down. I am getting some custom wiring made up to take advantage of the quick connect switches that Sanwa started offering. I think they're the SW68. I think they call them PP, maybe. I don't know. I can't remember the exact nomenclature of them, but I'm looking to use those, or at least make them available, because I think they're a little bit easier to build with, and they're good at, if you want to recycle some old buttons, they're a good replacement switch. Plus, it's just easier to use, so that's always good. All right. Cool. I'm gonna take my picture-in-picture off because y'all don't need to see my face. It doesn't matter. All right, so those are all good to go. Good here, good there, and there we go. All right, sweet. Now what we'll do is we'll just plug these all into place, like so. All right. And then I always like to bend these a little bit out of the way. Just makes wiring a little bit easier, and you're not going to damage these. That's all good. Same with this side over here, just because it makes it easier to install the Easy Build board. And making this case just a little bit longer didn't really make a lot of sense. All right, so next what we're gonna do is we'll install the Easy Build board. And last time I did this, I had the USB cable on top, so I'm not gonna do that again. That was fun. But we are going to make sure all the wires come up above the PCB. That one's over there is okay. We'll get this lined up like so. This is why we bend these out of the way, just so we have a easy amount of, or enough room to get everything lined up. We'll grab our fine tip Phillips and just screw this down. Definitely keep throwing those questions out in chat. That's what it's there for. I will do my best to answer them as I see them. That's the wrong screw. All right. I think everyone's going to appreciate the new screw setup that we got coming out. It's not anything different. It's much nicer than just a plastic bag full of hardware. They're going to be sectioned off, and hopefully, as long as they don't get jumbled up in shipping, it'll be nice. And you can reuse the case for some other stuff, i.e., like more hardware or whatever. So I want to try and maximize the recycling that we can do with everything. Alright. And we'll get these wires plugged in too, like so. Alright. And we'll connect up our locker here. Just trying to tuck the wires underneath the circuit board where I can, just to make the build look a little bit cleaner. Takes just a little finesse. Not a big problem. Alright, cool. Yeah, so that looks pretty good. And if I really wanted to, I could probably throw a zip tie or two on there, but I don't think I need to, so we're gonna leave that like that. Alright, now let's grab our Brook Universal Fight Board here, and I really wish I knew where my box cutter is. That's really frustrating. Yeah, screw it. I'm just gonna rip it open. Like so. I'm very excited here in a couple weeks. We've got a number of products that we're going to be releasing very soon. Just waiting on final manufacturing and stuff like that. I hate waiting on stuff. The bane of my existence is patience, because I don't have much of it. But we got a lot of cool things coming out, a lot of good partnerships that have been developed over the last couple months, and I'm very excited on for some of the things that come out. Okay. Don't mind me with my big old thing of junk. I know what half the stuff you guys. Just looking for some extra hardware to have it. Alright. Okay, cool. Now we'll get this thing bolted in place. And you'll see that I already connected one of the wires. I didn't have to do it when I did it. I just did because I was like, oh, look, it's right here. No big deal. Another wave of printed Plexis. Yeah, we're going to do those monthly. I think the next set will open up. Oh, I guess today's March 1st. Well, here in Japan, it's March 1st. Yes, we are gonna do more printed Plexi runs. I'm gonna get some more customizers listed up today to give you guys some more options. Plus, I have a whole lot of stock printed Plexis on the website available for download, or not download. I'm sorry, available for purchase as well. So you don't, if you're not feeling creative or you just want something now that looks good, we got a ton of them up. Maddest Mouse, she hooked us up with some really nice artwork that unfortunately can't be customized, but that's okay. It's beautiful artwork. We're going to have that available in the next printed Plexi run. And then Biggie's Customs, he did a really cool design that I actually did a stream yesterday where I converted his Photoshop file into a vector file so that I can offer it on the customizer and just get that edited and pushed out real easy and real fast. So we'll have that design available. And then I actually reached out also to Cy Evermore to hook up some stuff as well. So I'm excited. We got a lot of cool, sweet stock artwork coming out, and I think you guys are gonna enjoy it. Excuse me. But yeah, we'll still have the printed custom stuff that you guys want, so no worries there. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to prep all of our buttons. We've got 11 24 mils and 1 30 mil, and like I said earlier, there's going to be an angel stick, so we're going to do it all in white. Alright, so there's the 8 there. And then here's the 3 for the directionals. Hey, pup. Hi. Okay, she's here. We're gonna put me on screen, and I'm gonna show you my new dog, Emmy. Hi, buddy. Hi. You want to see everybody? You want to say hi to the internet? Okay. Oh. Say hi to the internet, Emmy. Say hi. She has no idea what's going on right now. But, yep, this is Emmy. She's a 3-year-old Shiba that I rescued from one of my sailors who got sent back to the United States, and he didn't make any arrangements for her to go with him or his other 2 dogs. So 3 people and my command got new dogs, and she is a sweetheart, and I love her. Say hi. No? You want to just be put down, don't you? All right. Oh, there you go, buddy. Yeah, you're a good girl. You're a good girl. All right. We're still getting used to each other, aren't we? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. All right. Okay. Enough of that. Enough of that. Go lay down. Good girl. She listens so well. So well. All right. Okay. Dreamcast. I gotta get those remade. Believe it or not. Or not. I mean, yeah, believe it. Because why wouldn't we do this? We actually bought all of Agi Shop Custom's Dreamcast cables when we released the Brook Retro board. So, and we sold out, and they're not making anymore because they don't sell the PS360 Plus anymore. So I'm working with a couple of my cable manufacturers to make some more of those. The problem, it's not a problem. The thing is you just got to get the quality right. So we're getting there. The Nikon Daija and its input lag are modding it with Brook. Okay, so I actually have one of those fight sticks. I should probably do a stream where I actually use my lag tester from Wide and test it out. I don't know why I haven't done it. As far as doing a Brook board in it, I'm not sure. I don't know. I've had the stick. I've just never opened it, so I don't know what I have to do to make it work. So, all right. Oh, Amy, you want to go outside? Hang on. You need to go outside? Come on. Let's go. Come on. Alright, sorry about that. Maybe it was a false alarm. You gonna lay down? Hey. Come on, go lay down. No? You go upstairs? She's coming to you. When you have a new dog, you gotta try and figure out the telltale signs that she's gonna go to the bathroom in the house. And she's supposedly potty trained, but she's had a few accidents. I'm gonna couch it, or I'm gonna blame the newness. But when she goes to the door, I want to try and get her in the habit of going outside right away so that she knows that when she goes to the door, I'll let her out. And it's weird, like, every dog is different. So, like Misha, my old Shiva, she's 15. She's a great dog, but she kind of just, like, figured it out. What? What do you want? Let's see. Samduxa versus Gamerfinger versus Sanwa. I think that I prefer the Samduxas over the Gamerfingers. I don't like their shape. From an aesthetic standpoint, I think they're kind of ugly. I think they have a lower profile cap, which some people like when they're trying to speed through the buttons pretty quick. So, you know, that might be an advantage, but overall, I think the Samduxa build quality is a little bit better. So if I were going to choose, I would go with Samduxas. Alright, so like I said earlier, all I'm doing is getting the wires connected up here to each button so that when I install the Plexi, all I got to do is push them in and we'll be done. Because really, that's all that's left. The build is pretty much finished. Alright, cool. So now you just do a little quick check to make sure they're all the way in. These are, because what you don't want to have happen is you find that a button is not making good contact, or the quick disconnect has come off, or I don't know, something like that. I mean, you see I'm pushing hard to get them on, but you just don't want to deal with it later. Okay, good. That looks pretty good there. Alright, good. Okay, so that's done. Let's go ahead and flip this thing over. Now, the benefit is we're using some printed Plexi, so if you get a little, there's a little dust or debris here, it's fine. You're not going to see it. But we're going to flip this thing over, and you'll see it's got like this textured coat. It doesn't really matter. You can leave it on or take it off. In this case, it's probably fine to leave on, but just to make sure, what we're going to do, I need to find a piece of tape. Okay. And knowing my luck, this isn't going to work right, and I'm going to screw it up. But what you do is you put it on, and then you just lift, and the liquid mask comes off kind of like that. Ideally, it's supposed to come off like a little bit. A little bit easier, like in one fell kind of swoop. It's not cooperating. There we go. Ugh, man. Well, that's better. Oh, I spoke too soon. Let's just see how much we can get off. Oh, that wasn't very much. Alright. Another piece of tape. This liquid mask is really set up to protect it during shipment, because there's ink on the back here, and you don't want it to get scratched or anything like that, because this is white ink on the back. That's where you get your white fills. Yikes, this is a nightmare. There we go. Okay. Oh, I got a delivery. Hang on 1 second. Hey, you want a card here? Oh. Alright, I apologize, everybody. It's Sunday, but we still get pickups here, so I had some packages for some Japanese customers that needed to go out, and they came to pick them up. They're early, actually. They're like way early. They weren't supposed to come till 1800. Alright. Hey, buddy. What are you doing? Okay, good. Now what we're going to do is just lay our artwork piece here, like so. And like I usually do. What are you doing, dog? You're driving me nuts. I really don't want her to pee in my house. Hang on. Hey, what are you doing? You want to go outside? What are you doing? I don't know. She's being weird. She is being weird. I know you guys tuned in to watch me build a fight stick, not fight with my new dog. That's potentially temporary. Oh no, I just lost a button. Amy, calm down. Can you please calm down? Please? I think she just told me to F off and walked away. Yep. Oh, there we go. Yes, didn't you? Alright, so here's the big reveal. I think you guys are going to get excited when you see this. I know I was when Ray just designed it and showed it to me. I don't think he's built his like this yet. I'm beating him to it. Good girl. Decided to lay down. Alright, so all I'm doing is we get to the corner up here on the Plexi to start a corner of the protective film here. There we go. Yeah. Alright, now that we got that screw clear of the brown, we can tighten it down. And we're going to pull this off, and conveniently the text box is blocking it. So you guys are going to be a little bit further away from knowing what it is. We'll just say Markman should appreciate this one. And those of you in the Japanese Asia region should appreciate it as well. Knowing my luck, it's not even going to show up because the lights are too bright. Alright. I may have to turn the lights down as I get ready so that you guys can see what the heck is going on here. It's got a very early 2000s look to it. Hey buddy, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're not being bad, are you? Better not be. Alright, there you go. That's not so bad. Here, let me see if I can't... There you go. I'll turn the lights down a little bit, and that way it kind of shows it off a little bit better. So this artwork is a customized version of the Madcatz TE white artwork, and it says, you know, Panzer here, and it's got your input labels and all that good stuff. This is one of those pieces of artwork that Rageous X just loved, and he recreated it for a build of his own. And then he said, hey, go ahead and make one if you want, and so I did. And here we are. Yeah, I think it came out, it's really sweet. I hope you guys can see that on the screen okay. I'll definitely take some photos of it and post them up, but it's beautiful, even with all my fingerprints all over it. Gross. Let's go ahead and install the buttons now. Hey, buddy. What are you doing? No. Damn it. Dropping stuff everywhere. Fortunately, it only dropped to a shelf. What? What? You don't make noises. What's going on? What's going on, puppy dog? Alright, I think we're going to probably have to cut the stream a little bit short because I think Emmy really wants to go for a walk. So once I get these last couple buttons in, I'll show you guys what it looks like, and then we'll probably sign off. Because the rest of it's just bolting it together. Not a big deal. Alright, so there you go. That's what it looks like all done. Very, very clean. Very simple. Definitely has some influence from early Madcatz stuff. And I think that's what Rageous X was going for. So there you guys go. I apologize for having to cut this stream so short without finishing it all up, but Emmy is doing the pee-pee dance, and I got to take care of that. So I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for tuning in, and this is going to go for sale on my website hopefully later today. So if you're interested in it, you'll be able to pick it up. Thanks for everything, and make sure you follow me everywhere on social media. Until next time, this is Jason. Peace.